Hi there. Welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, an Eritrean diplomat has defected. Seems he has sought asylum. I broke this news last year. Back then, Eritrean government-backed activists criticized me, but it seems the news has been confirmed. Secondly, uh, Ethiopian currency devaluation, while international monetary institutions are pressing for devaluation. World Food Program seems to be warning against the currency devaluation. World Food Program is a humanitarian organization, part of the UN. Why is it concerned about Ethiopian currency devaluation? And lastly, Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia. We know that they are suffering attacks on their camps. They want to return to Sudan. Sudan protested to Ethiopian government. Now Ethiopian government seems to be taking some measures to protect and to relocate these Sudanese refugees. First news story is about Eritrean shocked affairs in Switzerland. It was September last year when I broke the news about Adam Usman. Adam back then was Eritrean shocked affairs in Switzerland, and he was working as the head of Eritrean mission for the UN as well. He represented Eritrea at UN meetings. Very vocal supporter of Eritrean government. He was representing Eritrean government. He studied law in Eritrea. For years, he worked as part of the Eritrean government. Last year, we learned about his defection, but PFDJ supporters, government supporters, criticized us for spreading fake news, false information. They accused us of spreading. It seems that the news has been confirmed because, according to some uh, sources, Adam Usman's asylum application is being considered by Swiss government. He has sought asylum in Switzerland, where he was working as Eritrean shocked affairs. Obviously, an embarrassment for Eritrean government. Hebtom Zerai has been appointed as new Eritrean shocked affairs in Switzerland. And a few days ago, if you remember, Heptam Zerai in a statement criticized Swiss government when Switzerland did not allow any major celebrations on Eritrean Independence Day last month. Haptam Zerai in an interview criticized the Swiss government, saying that Eritrean people's rights in Switzerland were not being respected, and that what Swiss government was doing was a violation of the values upheld in Switzerland. So Haptam Zerai has replaced Adam Smart, and an audio is in circulation showing a speech by Haptam Zerai, the new shocked affairs. Optum can be heard calling Adam Usman a traitor. We did not hear anything directly from Adam Usman so far. Uh, so confirmation from horse's mouth is still awaited. But Haptam Zirai's stock, and according to some from the statements of some Swiss government officials, asylum application from Adam Usman is being considered by Swiss government. Let's see. Adam is not the first Eritrean government official who has sought asylum, who has fled the country. Years ago, I think it was 2012, if I'm not wrong, when Ali Abdo fled Eritrea. He was working as Eritrean information minister. He fled Eritrea, then his daughter and brother, I think, they tried to flee Eritrea as well. They were stopped on Eritrea-Sudan border. So his teenage daughter, Siham Abdo, was put in prison in Eritrea. She's still in prison. What crime was committed by Siham Abdo? No crime, obviously, because her only crime is that she is daughter of a man who fled Eritrea. Ali Abdul. He is abroad, his daughter in prison in Eritrea. Uh, People say, Sajid, you unfairly criticize Eritrean government. Now, what is the crime committed by Sihon? She has spent almost 10 years in prison. If her father committed any crime, he should be held accountable. How can you punish a daughter for what her father did? Secondly, viewers, the World Food Program is warning against Ethiopian currency birr devaluation. For several weeks, we have been talking about likely depreciation in the value of birr. IMF, World Bank both have been urging Ethiopian government to adjust Ethiopian currency exchange rate because birr's value in black market is around 120 birr per dollar, but its official exchange rate is 57 birr per dollar. So IMF and World Bank, before issuing any loans, grants to Ethiopian government, wants birr value to be readjusted. And Ethiopia ready to devalue birr, but around 5 to 10%. But the IMF and World Bank, they want more birr devaluation. That is why maybe no bailout package has been released by the IMF. Talks still ongoing. World Food Program is warning against birr devaluation. World Food Program is a UN humanitarian organization. I mean, it's not a monetary institution. But World Food Program says a letter is in circulation from World Food Program, not denied by the WFP so far. The letter mentions that likely birr devaluation could lead to hike in the prices of food items, fertilizers, fuel, etc. And it could lead to hike in inflation as well in Ethiopia. Common man in Ethiopia could suffer. That is why all the consequences of birr devaluation should be taken into account. Ethiopia, considering birr devaluation, World Food Program is opposing that, it seems, without taking other measures. World Food Program is providing aid to the people in Ethiopia. Maybe it believes that if birr is devalued, more people will need aid. That is why it's not an appropriate decision to devalue birr. Other measures should be adopted. Let's see how the government of Ethiopia handles the issue. Last year, Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia suffering with several videos about their plight. Amhara militia members attacking their camp, their belongings being stolen, and they fled the camps in one incident. Then they marched towards Ethiopia Sudan border. They held a sit in there. Around 30,000 Sudanese refugees are in Ethiopia. They entered Ethiopia after the start of war in Sudan last year. Sudan protested. It asked Ethiopian government to protect Sudanese people, saying that Sudan protected Ethiopian refugees. Refugees entered from Ethiopia to Sudan during 2-year-long war in Ethiopia. And now when Sudanese are crossing into Ethiopia, they're being attacked. Government of Ethiopia confirmed some attacks by armed groups on the refugee camps, but it said that it had shortage of resources. A Refugee and Return Service of Ethiopia now says that it is relocating these Sudanese people to safe camps in Amhara. A new camp is being established in West Gondar. How safe it would be, I don't know, because in Amhara region, any place can be attacked by Fano fighters. So where exactly this new refugee camp is being established, it's not clear, but how will the military, the forces, the police protect the camp? That remains to be seen. Because generally, the refugees are kept at camps, and the camps are big camps. Thousands of people are there at the camp. So it's not easy to protect the entire area. Let's see. But so far, Ethiopian government has announced that Olala and Komar refugees are going to be relocated to a new camp in Western Gondar that will ensure proper security arrangements. Thank you for watching.